The Site Watchers, Part 1 and 2. My name is Jack, short for Jackson, and my story is quite an odd one to say the least. But I will try to explain what happened in the best way I can. I was living with my parents at the time and was trying to find a good, stable job so I could move out into my own place. As I was looking over job applications, I came across a forum called Site Watchers. I had never heard of this company and took an interest. I started to search up what the company was about, and as I did, I found the owner of the company, Larry Red. I went to the website to see if there's more information on the guy, but all there was an email, phone number, and his Twitter account. Now, before you say I should do more research on the company, I already have. The company work is based around computer technician, which is something I'm actually good at. The forum said that they send people out to help fix people's computers, clear viruses, and all that good stuff. I decided I was going to shoot an email over to him to see if I could get a job application. Email message 1. Dear Larry Red, I was wondering if you were still hiring. I've been searching for a job and I think this job would be perfect for me. Please, get back to me if it would be possible for me to join your company. Jackson. Email message 2. Hey Jackson, I'm still hiring and I'd like to give you a chance to work at my fine company. Here's the link to the job application. Hope to see you at work. Larry Red. I was excited. This could finally be my chance to get a good job. The pay was great for me. $20 an hour? Ha! This is perfect, I thought to myself, as I quickly clicked the link. And when I did, my computer loaded for a sec. Then a black screen appeared. Yet again, a few seconds passed until another link appeared on the blank, black page. It was a document link. I clicked it and it opened into my document application that was on my computer. It was quite strange from other applications I've seen. Most of the questions were not even related to the job. Have you dealt with gun at your head? Have you killed a person before? If you had to burn down a house, would you? These questions started to make me question the job. I started to think that was just more than fixing computers. I started to doubt the job, and as I was about to turn off my computer, I felt a strange, strong force. It was as if it was telling me to finish the application. I stared at my computer, and before I knew it, I was typing the rest of the information. After I finished, I sent it. I started to question myself as to why I just did it. I decided I would just wait and see what happens. After I submitted my application, it took about 2 days to get an email from Larry Red. Here's what it said. Email message 3. Dear Jackson, I have looked over your application and I have decided to give you the job, but you will need to do some training before you can start working full time for me. Here are the terms and agreements. Larry. I clicked the link and once again I was brought to the blank, dark page. The difference this time is that the terms and agreements showed up in front of the black, consuming the darkness, and all that remained was slivers of black on the sides, appearing as a normal black background. I read over the terms, and unlike the application, it seemed to have normal conditions. Don't show up late. Be prepared for work. If any accidents happen, they are not responsible, and other similar conditions. When I finally reached the end of the page, I saw a big blue button that said agree in a giant font to match the size of the button. I clicked it and the terms disappeared to once again show the blank dark page. I exited the tab and closed my computer. Strange. I didn't seem thrilled that I had finally landed a job. I found myself to be confused and unsure of what I had just gotten myself into. I went and told my parents, which gave them the excitement that I have seemed to have lost. Monday. The first day I was supposed to come into work. I got into my car and drove to the address given to me by Jerry. Now, Jerry was a co-worker for Larry. I like how their names are the same. Anyway. As I pulled up to the building, I could already tell something was off. There was a picture of the building on the website. It looked quite nice, but in reality, it was old, rusted, and my train of thought was cut off when I saw someone open the door to the building. A man wearing a suit with a red tie and hat stepped out and started heading to my car. I turned off the car and stepped out to greet this stranger. "Hello, sir," I said politely, and in return I got a rough, deep voice with an accent reply with, "Come, follow me and I'll take you to jelly." Ignoring his rudeness, I just nodded and started to follow him. When he walked into the door the man had come out of, I was surprised to see that the inside of the building was quite nice. Red carpet leading past a hallway and straight up to a door. The walls were neatly painted and had pictures of people who I can only imagine worked there. A large desk was in the right corner, so I guess to greet people or to stop people from entering the hall or door. There were a variety of plants around the room as well. As we kept walking, I was sure we were going to go through the door, but was surprised when we turned into the right hallway instead. As we walked down the long hallway, the guy that was leading me spoke up. "Pay attention. This is how we get from place to place. This will be the way you get to your work spot and how you get around the building." I said okay, and we continued on. After walking for about a minute, passing 6 or 7 doors, we finally stopped in front of a door. The man opened the door. I peered in to see a tall, thin man sitting at his desk, writing something. His hair was dark and not very well combed. He had the same suit with red tie. We entered the room, and the man lifted his head from his writing. "Ah, you must be Jackson, am I right?" he said while rising out of his chair. "Yeah, I'm assuming you're Jerry," I said in a respectful tone, trying to show my respects towards him and that I was ready to work. "Indeed I am. Are you ready for your training?" he asked while walking towards me. I said yes, and as I did, he walked past me and said to follow behind. We went to different rooms, and as we did, he explained what each room was for. There was the office room, the break room, and other rooms alike. After going over the rooms, we finally reached to where my office was. "Here's where you'll be working," said Jerry. He turned and looked straight into my eyes. "You're allowed to go in any room, but do not go into the door you first saw when you came in. Understand?" He said in a dark, menacing sounding voice that sent shivers down my spine. Still looking into my eyes, I just stood back and said, Yes, sir." My voice trembled a little. His dark-looking eyes finally lost contact with mine as he started to walk back down the hallway to his office. I just stood there, still shocked to his command. I looked down at my hands to see that they were shaking. The man's deep voice still echoed in my head. I couldn't believe that one man was able to strike fear into another man's heart, especially to someone who's barely afraid of anything. Hey everyone, Dark Remaker here. Now, I wanted to thank you for listening to the Sight Watchers Part 1 and 2. Honestly, this is my favorite series I'm writing right now. Anyway, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think I should change, such as reading speed, acting, voice acting, anything like that, you know? Well, Part 3 and 4 are coming out right after this video, and that was due to the fact that, well, Part 1 and 2, sadly the audio files got lost, so, and I didn't know at the time, and then I started doing 2 and 3, and then once I figured out that 1 and 2 were nowhere to be found, I was like, you know what, I'll just post them both at the same time. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in and listening to me narrate. I'll catch you all on my next story. Peace out.